Hey there, nerds. Jimmy Palmquist here, and we have some exciting Superman legacy news. We are moving forward with a new Superman movie, which we haven't done in a very long time. Obviously, James Gunn finished the script, has been casting, working hard on this film. I'm excited to see a visiting to the Superman world again. I loved Henry Cavill. I thought he was fantastic. I really enjoyed Man of Steel. I thought the ending with the fight scene in Zod was a little long. Let's get to the point, but whatever. After that, and I'm a fan of Zack Snyder, I just felt that Superman was poorly used, and I think a lot of the writing was not great for those follow up Superman involved storylines. So when James Gunn came on and that was announced, basically that was his first movie that he was writing and directing, and then now has come up with the cast that we're going to have David Corenswet as the new Superman. No idea. We'll find out. Cool. I personally am a Christopher Reeve fan, and that he was my first Superman. He will always be my Superman. When Brendan Routh first took it on, it was like, ooh, going back again. To me, it was the story. Brandon did a great job. I really like what they tried to do. Didn't come around great. I have problems with Bryan Singer for many reasons, but that one, I just think he did not do a great job writing and directing that. And then when we got Henry Cavill, I thought he was a great on camera and off camera version of Superman, much like Christopher Reeve, just a very good person. And then for them to represent Clark Kent and Superman, fantastic. We also have the new Lois Lane, Rachel Brosnahan, who, again, don't know much about it, but we're replacing two very good actresses who have played Lois Lane. Margot Kidder, just she's my Lois Lane. She will always be my Lois Lane. Just fantastic. But again, moving in a new direction. I like it. Let's wipe the slate clean. Let's start over. Very cool. Now, to some of the more interesting casting, and by interesting, I mean I wasn't expecting these people to be involved in the movie. Hawkgirl is going to be played by Isabella Merced. I have no idea what Hawkgirl is doing in this movie. I'm cool with it. Awesome. I have some reservations about jamming too many people into this first movie for Superman. I know we don't necessarily need the origin story and all that again, but it makes me nervous because then we also have Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. I really wish they had just stuck with Hal Jordan. I'm torn on this one. I really like Nathan Fillion. I think he's a great actor, a fun actor, a good dude. But Guy Gardner, I like him as Green Lantern. And my main problem is my son is redheaded. There are very few redheaded heroes. Nathan Fillion is not redheaded. Guy Gardner is redheaded. Hal Jordan is not redheaded. That to me would have made more sense. I get it, small thing, whatever. But when you live with a redhead and you realize that the stereotype of being bullied because of the red hair, it happens. So to see a villain represent a redhead, that's kind of normal. But to see a hero represent with a redhead, that's a little on the different side. And if you go through and you look, yeah, comics and movies have really changed a lot of the heroes who are redheads to non-redheads. The other big example I have is Daredevil. I love the Netflix version of Daredevil, but he's not redhead anymore. My son is holding out hope that Wally West will come around and we'll see that redhead eventually. Well, probably the biggest surprise of this casting was that Anthony Carrigan is going to play Metamorpho. We have not seen him in a movie that I'm aware of. Yes, animations and stuff, but not a live action movie. So that was a surprise, and I love the casting. He is phenomenal in Barry. Just that oddball character. I love it. So I'm very curious to see him play it. And then Mr. Terrific, who again I'm not terribly familiar with, is being played by Eddie Gathegi. I am very curious how all these characters are going to play out, and there's obviously more to come, more casting to come. I hate to say it this way, but in James we trust. I had really no knowledge of the Guardians of the Galaxy, made that movie. I'm a huge fan of those movies. I really, truly believe it's one of the best trilogies ever made. This last one was, at times, just heartbreaking, watching what the crew had to go through. I really enjoy that. So, with that being said, I trust James Gunn, and let's see what he's going to do. And I really hope this casting pays off. And I'm glad he's written the script and is going to be directing. So, it's all in his hands. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Superman Legacy casting updates. Nerd out.